Sifuna has other interests in mind, and they are playing out. First of all, in my view and where I sit, I think Sifuna sees himself as having been left out in this arrangement. You must remember that Sifuna had wanted to be the cabinet secretary, and I know those things because when I tell you, I know what happens behind the closed doors in some of the places.
And he's not here to defend himself.
Sifuna
said he did not.
Edwin Sifuna had wanted the position of cabinet secretary. When he did not get, he became a bit jittery. Look at the questions that he poses to those who were picked to the cabinet, especially when they appear before the Senate. They are very personal. He looks like an extremely jittery person. Yeah. He did not want...
Were you there when he was asking for that seat? Because he said he did not ask for a seat.
I am telling you now here, Trevor, that Edwin Sifuna had requested to be considered for cabinet position. All these things that you are seeing is the pain. Yeah. He had wanted to be part of the team that were given out to the president.
Those are just allegations because we can't prove that now.
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. And when I tell you, I know what is happening. Okay, let me also say, let me put it this way.
Okay.
Edwin Sifuna is, if the party, where is the Secretary General, has accepted to work with UDA, what will be his problem? There's a party leader. Party leader is Dr. Oburu Odinga. He has shown them direction. What he's simply doing is holding Dr. Oburu Odinga with contempt. He's telling them that, you know,
Trevor, I think...
I'll give you a chance to respond.
You are not my party leader, which is wrong.
Okay.
In fact, such people should be disciplined. When a party has taken a position, that position must be followed with fidelity.
Okay.
Okay? So if you feel you're uncomfortable with the arrangement of your party, the brilliant thing to do is to exit.
Okay.
Before, and I tell you this because I have been to State House, not once, not twice. When we came in, when this government came in, Sam, there was a massive joint bar. We didn't find drinks, but there was a bar in State House. No one complained about that. No one had a problem with it. Yet taxpayers' money was used to have that bar inside a State House. Now the president is saying, I'm using my own resources.
So again, it was a structure specifically constructed as a bar?
Yes.
Or it was...
No, where friends of the former president will go and dine and drink. And there was no problem with any Kenyan at that time.
How much did it cost?
It must have been. I don't know yet. I mean, I don't oversight them directly, but it's something that I could possibly check. But I am just telling you the situation.
So what is the issue here? You're comparing the church and the bar.
I'm not comparing the church and the bar. I'm just saying that why are we selective in criticizing? Why are we criticizing where someone is saying, I want to build? It's not the first time that the president of this country is building church. This was in Embu yesterday.
Koech,
yes.
I think Kenyans are just expressing themselves because information has come to them.
It is a lie. It is a lie.
So, sorry, before we get to the lie, I'm just saying information has come to them and they're reacting to it. As of the bar, they're hearing it from you.
I also want you to hear from me that the media, particularly the media that went out to sensationally claim that the president was building a 1.2 billion church inside State House, is a lie. They should even apologize.
Then why not provide the information? How much is it? Because
let me ask you, Sam.
Mheshimiwa Koech, please.
Yes.
State House is public land. It's not private.
Absolutely.
So whatever you put out there will attract the public scrutiny.
But it's not even been built. It is a proposal.
Exactly.
The structure is there.
So that proposal, how much is it worth?
Why should the president come out to say, this is what I want to build?
Because State House is public land.
But there is already a church. He's simply upgrading on the grounds where the church is. He's not building a new church.
On public land.
It is on public.
Not private.
Let me ask you, Sam. Was that church not in public land, the existing one? Is it not public land?
But it's not, I mean, you're the one who is building it, not you.
I am not saying, I have said upgrading the existing church. Simple.
So there's a proposed project
to upgrade the existing church
on public land.
Where the land, where the church sits,
there's no problem.
Public land.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Is there a Chamamu primary school?
Yes.
Can you go and upgrade a classroom without information going out?
No.
A primary school?
Yeah, no. I am saying this is a proposal.
You cannot even build a chapel in that school.
I agree with you, Sam. I agree with you entirely. All I'm saying is that it is sensational. The president, the plans,
let's talk about the facts.
He has not even done it. The plans are that he wants to upgrade the existing church to make it better and to accommodate the ballooning number of the work as well.
And there's no communication about how much it's going to cost.
He has said he's going to finance it. If you feel that you want to know how much he wants to spend, I think it would be very fair that we give him an opportunity to say, Your Excellency, how much do you want to spend on building the church?
So
and evaluate. And if you feel that it is high and he's using his own money, then you can tell him, okay, fine, don't build on our land. Okay. You can build elsewhere. And I think it is fair that.
Okay. Mheshimiwa Koech, I stopped you while you were going into remembering Mheshimiwa Were.
Yeah, like I said, we passed our condolences personally as a friend that I knew, Charles Ongondowere, last parliament, last parliament. And he's been a friend. And this is an opportunity also to condemn such acts. Let me tell you, Sam, if a member of parliament can be brutally murdered the way Ongondowere's life was cut short by that bullet, then as a country we must start being very concerned about the security of our nation. And this is not to cast any aspersions or to throw blame to anyone, but just to say, things could be happening. Because if someone was trailing on Mheshimiwa Ongondowere from Parliament all the way to the city mortuary, then it tells you that someone has been walking around in town with a gun, and not many people are trailing him. We have to find out what really is happening, and why will anyone want to take the life of Mheshimiwa Ongondowere? It does not matter what someone might have done, but the sanctity of life must be protected. And I want to urge all leaders, and I saw the Director of Criminal Investigation asking all leaders to stop casting aspersions at what might have caused this, to allow the investigative agencies of this country to conduct a proper investigation to find out who might have been responsible for the murder of Ongondowere. By yesterday, I'm told, and I am reading in the paper as well, that at least 3 people have been arrested and they're being interrogated, and they will be pursuing more leads to what might have happened. So I ideally don't want to spend my time on talking about what might have happened, what will happen, but just to pass my condolences to the family of Mheshimiwa Ongondowere, our colleague, and to urge the security agencies in the country to continue providing security, not only to members of parliament, but to the public. The members of parliament have had serious cares, Some of us, even in parliament nowadays, are very, very careful. You must remember that the situation of 25th last July, many people are still traumatized. There's an old lady from Kericho who keeps saying, we need to cleanse that parliament. And I've seen even on Twitter, many people are saying, we need to cleanse parliament. I think many things have happened that we might have assumed as a nation. And it is not right. You know, that attack on parliament last year, 25th July, people who died in parliament, either by being attacked by what is believed to be security agencies, or whatever happened in that parliament, we need to have prayers. We need to cleanse that house. We still
but Mheshimiwa Koech, that's fine. But it's one side of the conversation. Yesterday we had a story about families that lost their loved ones around that time of June 2025. And they're saying that no justice has come to them. There has been no acknowledgement by the state of people that died, no mention of compensation. Well, the DPP says most of the files that have been presented to him from IPOA may have to be closed or be subjected to public inquest. There's no justice on that side.
No, there must be justice. All I'm saying is that
there is none.
There are different scenarios here that we were confronted with Sam last 25th July. There are people who are believed to have entered forcefully into parliament armed. And then there is a team that we are told was just a peaceful team of young people who are demonstrating.
Sorry, who are armed? Who are you talking about?
I'm told there's a team that entered parliament and they were armed. And their intention was actually to harm members of parliament.
Armed with what?
Armed with guns and machetes and all sorts of crude weapons. And their intention was to attack the members of parliament. There's a video that even was, I don't know how someone took. And there's a team that, you will see running towards the kitchen in parliament. And that team was a team that was armed. But there's a team that immediately after being repulsed,
so the team,
they went out.
The team moving to the kitchen was armed with what?
I'm told some of them were armed with guns. That is the preliminary investigations. That is preliminary investigations of what could be happening. It is a very complex investigation, sir. It is. I will not tell you, but I'm just telling you, of course, we are in Parliament and we understand some of these issues. And you can see even what is happening in Parliament. There's been a lot of enhanced security. There's even a police station that has now been permanently been put on either sides of the exit and the entrance of Parliament because of that scenario. So I'm not saying that...
So protecting the institution, fine.
Protecting the institution of Parliament.
And you're saying that it needs to be cleansed so that members of Parliament are safe?
Not members of Parliament alone, and even the public, and even members of the public who lost their lives in Parliament. There's never been a prayer to say, we lost life in this field and we feel like we should cleanse.
Yes, prayer's fine.
And justice as well for those who lost their lives.
Do you think there's anything Parliament can do to cause action?
It's within our hands to cause action. It is within our hands to invite the Director of Criminal Investigation to bring us up to speed on the kind of investigations they've done and where we are in terms of what happened in Parliament.
So when will that happen?
I don't know, to be honest, but it should happen.